All right, welcome back, Truth Seeker. Again, it's just so annoying that this community is constantly targeted and harassed by a paid for of disinformation agents and trolls. And that's been the case for over 6 years now, and it's because we've been exposing these multi-billion-dollar industries from rig sports and beyond. But there's always a pack of paid for disinformation agents. And it's what makes my Patreon not as good as it should be. It's because the trolls are on there as the most active, always posting. And if you get rid of them, they're back in 5 seconds under a new troll account. And again, it's because they're trying to disrupt a community that's very successful at what they do. And, it's like, look at this. So I went on and said something that was a fact last night. And, if you go through the comments, the troll packs here, the comment that has the most likes is 34 likes, and it's complete bullshit. And then it's followed up by the other troll pack, all just writing a bunch of bullshit. And everything that's written here is complete bullshit. But if you're a stranger and you came to this, you'd see that that's the most popular comment with the most likes and the most activity. This is a pack of paid-for disinformation agents that are here 24/7, 365. Doesn't matter if it's a holiday. Doesn't matter if it's 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon. They're posting at all hours of the day, nonstop for 6 years straight. So if you guys know what it's like to be harassed for 6 years straight, 24/7, 365, you can get at me. But for all of you guys who say, don't let the trolls get to you, it's not that they're so much getting to me, it's that I realize that they're having an impact because they're always here. And you look at how many people don't even watch videos and they just go through comments to get information. This is why they do what they do. But anyway, they're saying that nowhere in yesterday's Patreon live stream, this is from 16 hours ago before the game, this is from yesterday, it's early in the morning here, before the game, just want you to see what I recommended. I always give people smart bets, smart recommended parlays. And yesterday there were 5 things that we liked. The Pacers in the Revelation 13-18 ritual. Both teams that could hit 15 and 15 in the NBA to do so on the day leaving 15 days left in the year on the first game of week 15 in the NFL, plus a date with 15 numerology. We called yesterday a Super 15 date. And we liked Keenan Allen to get his 47th career touchdown. Here, I'll just play the clip. I mean, they're saying that none of this happened in yesterday's Patreon stream. Understand, they're paid for disinformation. Here, just watch the stream yourself.
Can pick up his 47th regular season touchdown and 50th all-time, 47-15 prime. And again, it's week 15, 15 days left in the year, 15-date numerology. And with regards to the 50, Chiefs is 50. So I think Keenan Allen for that 47th touchdown, that's paying 150 if you bet 100. That means it's got good value. I mean, again, you stick that. If you have the right winner for this game, if you have that with the winner, and, there would be a lot of value in this Suns-Wizards game, but I got to assume the Suns are taking care of business right here. On the Super 15 day, the Wizards fall into 15 and 15. Like a $5 bet that to me would be worth the risk is if the Nets also beat the 76ers, because if you have a $5 bill on all those things and they all come through, if both these teams go 15 and 15, you got the right winner for the game, and Keenan Allen catches a touchdown, your $5 will be like, I don't know, 60 or $70. So, yeah, and once I'm done with everything, I'll start looking at the NBA harder, because there's probably something to solve this Knicks-Rockets game. It's just either team can hit that 7-7, and Houston is 77. So that's tricky, but something's there. And then if the Pacers hit that 13-18 thing, I mean, it would make sense. Just the whole 666 thing with the NBA. So Revelation 13-18 is about 666. And we did just see the...
Okay, and again, we'd gone over that. This isn't the first time we talked about it. We're an hour and 15 minutes into the stream, but after we look at everything, we come to our conclusions. And the trolls are going, well, Zach, somebody called into Zach's show about the Keenan Allen thing. That's what I do. I put out the information. I tell them what numbers to look for. Like I said, in week 14, I said if you can find any 47s, that's golden. A guy calls in, he goes, Keenan Allen can get his 47 touchdown. I said, bingo, that's exactly what you're looking for. That's a great kind of bet. So, again, the trolls are just always trying to make, just talk shit. The people calling to the show are students of the show, people who are listening to the information using their mind. Again, teaching people prime number relationships. And the reason I'm saying whichever winner for the football game is because the chat was split on who was winning the game, Chiefs or Chargers. And they make some of these narratives tight. Had the Chargers won last night, both teams would have been 9-5, and it was 95 months since the Chargers had beat the Chiefs at home. And Thursday Night Football equals 95. And Patrick Mahomes was born in 95. And from his birthday to Herbert's birthday is exactly 905 days later. So some people really like that. But once I saw it, shout out to Nate. Nate pointed out that the Chiefs could get the 213th road win of their franchise, and they did. Once I saw that, I said that's the top riddle. I said, so I'm leaning that way. It's still close because that 95 thing's there, but ultimately, we know that 213 is a huge number in LA. And again, for all the troll, again, don't ignore the troll, or don't listen to trolls. Go back and listen to what I said after Kobe Bryant died about Patrick Mahomes and the last superstar to go to 3 championships. You know. But look at this. Kansas City Chiefs career road record. Last night. All right, I think I should have put franchise. It still worked, but normally the word you'd want to use there is franchise, I think. Or no, that's not actually the right word. Maybe if you just even leave out the career. Kansas City Chiefs all-time is actually the better word to use. I'm surprised it came up by writing career, but hold on. They did pick up their 213th road win last night as a franchise in LA, the 213, in the building where the Super Bowl is going to be hosted on 213. And don't overlook how many points in the overtime score. And you know what? I bet you when the Super Bowl rolls around, we can go back and watch the video we put out right after Super Bowl 55, and we'll say, see, we did it again. Because we probably nailed the Super Bowl from dead on from, a year away again. I mean, so that's why there's paid-for disinformation here, day after day, talking shit, saying, they never did this, they never called that. It's like, dude, that was a big part of the stream, going over those games and talking about how all the 15s factored in. So here's what we do with the trolls. And here, realize this. I'm going to go through and block all of these people, but they'll all be back on a new account in 5 seconds. So, all of these people, just realize these are the names of fucking losers and liars and frauds right here. So, like this Frankie guy just spamming everywhere. Get a better job, you fucking loser. Frankie blocked. For this guy saying, I don't have a $12 a month Patreon tier, so this guy's saying on his life he bought my $12 tier and never got anything. I don't even have a $12 tier. So, again, if you subscribe, you get in and you get access to the information, so I'm blocking that. That looks like another troll just talking shit. There's no $12 tier. This guy talking shit. Again, if you watch the stream over and over, probably in the hour and a half that the stream goes on, there's probably at least 30 times I make the point that 213 in the Chiefs game is the top riddle. So, I mean, to act like you were confused about it, you'd have to be a fucking moron. Here, another guy, another guy that's a tool. If you paid $5 a month for my Patreon, you've been making a lot of money every single month. We decimated football, college and pro, pretty much the whole season. There's been a few bad spots here and there, but a lot of really dominant spots. I mean, you'd be way, way ahead as everyone who's legit in the community, who's not part of this troll pack, is doing. So, and, yeah, I mean, these people are just corny. They're just corny. So, anyway. You guys can go create new troll accounts. And for anyone who says that all the picks are close calls, that's false. I'll always say, outright what game is solid. A lot of games are close. That's the way the NFL is. And, anyway, adios, trolls. You guys can go create your new troll account. But, again, just sitting there talking shit, liking each other's comments, working around all hours to slander the work when, in fact, had you actually watched the video, you'd see exactly what I said was true. That the games that we liked for the night, they all came through. Pacers became 13-18. Revelation 13-18. I just put out that for free, a week ago on my website. And also research within the community, the people who are learning from me. So realize, I mean, that is my legacy. The community of people doing this work is my legacy. No one else in the world brought this knowledge and information to the table. I taught a lot of people how to do this. And that's also why the trolls are here, trying to persuade people that you don't want to learn about this. The casinos don't want people learning this. The only people that are taking casinos apart in this world are the people with this knowledge, Unless somebody else has some other insider angle, but I mean, that's why casinos are the multi-billion-dollar empires that they are, because They take from the gamblers. Gamblers last night probably bet on the 76ers again. The big news story was the Nets were decimated by COVID, so then they became underdogs at home against the 76ers. Like I said to my community, I said, this looks like the same thing they just did for the football game on Monday night. Plus, the 76ers can fall to 15-15 on the 15th. And look how many points they go down with. 105, 105, key digits 15. So, and it was the same thing in the Wizards game. 15-15, Pacers 13-18, Keenan Allen with the symbolic touchdown. And Chiefs did get that 213th road win. And along the way, Patrick Mahomes was 21 for 30 with 213 passing yards. I mean, 213, 213. They had to put it right up on the screen when his stat line got to that. I mean, come on, man. Again, what we've been teaching for 8 years straight is dead on. The news and the sports are all synced up. It's all number related. It's all date based. And it goes on day after day after day. So you can listen to trolls who are saying that, this whole, they said that this video was a lie. This video wasn't a lie. This video is exactly what we talked about in the stream. Why these look like the games for Thursday night. And, you see Nate's in the chat? This man's a good man to follow. A. Nate Robinson. And A. Nate Robinson, he's making the point about how last Thursday night, the touchdown ritual was synced up with Demaryius Thomas's death. And it's just like yesterday, the player in the NFL who died. Again, this guy died in the NFL yesterday. Let's see. What was his name? House. He was before my time. He finished in 1977, his career. Look at this. You see how he's number 56? Again, we talked about this yesterday in the Patreon before the game was played. I mean, the first thing we talked about was this man's death. Here, where's the stream? Here's the stream yesterday. This is from 16 hours ago. Len House, number 56, right? We're saying, what are the odds of this? Dead at 79, number 56, before the Thursday night game in the building that'll host Super Bowl 56. Chargers equals 79. He's dead at 79. Played for the Redskins, Chiefs and Redskins. We talked about the connection with Alex Smith tutoring Mahomes, and then him going from the Chiefs to the Redskins, and then him breaking his leg, and that being synced up with the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. But yeah, I mean, we're putting out good knowledge. Not only are we helping people win money, but we're also helping them see how sick this stuff is so they're not emotionally invested in it. So they're not cheering for these teams and describing themselves as fans and buying merchandise and tickets for a league that's based on human ritual sacrifice, which goes on every week, So, anyway, Len House becomes this week's Thursday ritual. That's not going to get as much attention as Demaryius Thomas because Demaryius Thomas was only 33 years old. People will look at and notice where he's from as well, Georgia. He's also from Georgia. God, and you know what? Look at his birthday. Now that I look at it, look at his birthday. Born July 11th, right? 11/7, like 117. Georgia, the Braves just won the 117th World Series. Demaryius Thomas just died last Thursday, 117 days after Tim Tebow's birthday. Tim Tebow, Mr. Jesus. Braves just won the World Series. The whole world of sports scripted a web of chosen ones for their rigged rituals. So anyway. And here's Lane. Lane had a good call yesterday on his prop bet. He's even talking about in the chat right here. Guyton, he liked Guyton, number 15, to get the touchdown, and he did in week 15. These are all things that I've been teaching these guys over and over. The jersey numbers, the week numbers. The jersey numbers, the date numbers. Again and again, you'll see the scoring rituals. And yeah, but hold on. I want to see if any of the pack of trolls that have been spamming all night and talking shit and downplaying, again, another winning day with winning advice. I just want to see if any of you guys, again, I'm just waiting for one of you guys to explain to me, I do know why you're here. Like I said, you guys are likely employees of the casinos and the leagues, but I just want to see if one of you can call in and like even speak like a logical sentence and explain like why you guys are always talking so much shit when you're always lying and wrong. So hold on. Let's see if we can get a troll on the line to oh shoot. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. For a second I thought the number wasn't up on the screen. Hold on, trolls. Let's see if we can get a troll in here. Okay. All right, trolls, the line is open. Numbers on the screen. Trust me, the trolls never sleep. They spam all day, so they're probably there right now. But because I played the clip of me saying exactly what I said, you know, now they're like, oh shit, well, it's hard to slander him now because people might have saw that. 224? 224.
Are you okay, man?
Am I okay, man? Why would I not be okay?
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you a troll? Sounds like you're a troll.
It seems like, I don't know, man. You're just overthinking a lot of stuff. I don't.
So how'd the overthinking work out last night? How'd the overthinking work out? Tell me something. Did the Pacers win?
Whoa.
Did the Pacers win?
Yeah.
Okay, see ya. See, that's what trolls are. You see, that's probably one of the same guys spamming. Are you okay, man? Are you okay, man? Seems like you're overthinking things. See, that's what trolls are. They're just always talking shit, trying to invent a new conversation. Just fucking losers. Did you just hear that guy call in? Buddy, you're not okay. You're a fucking loser, okay? We're not overthinking things. We're exposing sick rituals. John Thompson, the latest 666 basketball ritual, renaming the court synced up with his ritualistic death. Popovich, nice big payout with the Revelation 1318 ritual. Very easy to understand when you see how much they code 666 in basketball, which I've been here educating about nonstop for how many straight years? How many years have I been teaching about 666, number of the beast in basketball? Since I'd say I probably had that epiphany around 2015. 6-7 years now. We're not overthinking things. We're exposing what's going on and who's responsible. Whoa. What's wrong? I mean, you can just hear it right there. Just a fucking loser. You want to be in a room with a fucking loser like that? Just shut the fuck up, sorry-ass motherfucker. Find a better job it's just... These people, man, but that if they call in, that's going to be the extent of their conversation. You know, that guy was spamming all night that we didn't call what we called when we did call it, and then now that, you know, put it out there for everyone to see, now he wants to act like whatever that was. Lori Smith must have never been here if she's saying major trolls now. Lori Smith, there's been major trolling for 6 years straight. I can tell you've never been signed up for my Patreon page. The trolls do a good job at hurting the movement because they spam and talk shit to everybody all day on the Patreon, and you can't get rid of them because if Patreon's stupid. If you block somebody, they get an instant refund, and guess what the troll does? He instantly takes his refund and comes right back under his new troll account. If you could block trolls and they didn't get their money back, I think and Patreon's not doing anything about it, which is annoying, but I'm pretty sure that would solve the troll problem if they did not get a refund when you block their account. I don't know why Patreon has that as a feature that if you block somebody, they get their money back. It shouldn't be that way because I mean, what content creator would be blocking their good patrons? You know, that would just be bad business. But for getting rid of trolling, it would be perfect. So. But yeah, again, I'm just going to smash the trolls back under their bridge. Again, anytime you see, that's just what's so annoying about the videos. Anytime I post a video, the most liked comment, the comment with the most replies is always the pack of trolls, and it's just fucking annoying. It's just annoying. Because if you don't know, you're going to see that and probably believe them. It has the most activity, it has the most likes, it's got a whole bunch of different people commenting under it, talking shit, and they're all lying together. It's a pack of trolls. Yeah, all the troll, and exactly, they won't call in because the last fucking loser just tried to call in, and he just showed up that all the trolls have. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't start naming all the right picks. We were so busy last night saying you didn't call any of that. Fucking losers. Anyway, for all of you guys who aren't signed up for the Patreon, I hope you never, I just got to put it this way. I hope you never gave a whole bunch of money to some community college or state college or private college and paid all that bullshit tuition to learn a whole bunch of jack shit. Because, again, we only charge $5 a month. And, again, I would stand by the statement that it's the most, easily. It's not even close. It's the most value in education anywhere in the world, period. End of discussion. Nothing else is even coming close. And even if I charged as much a month as your school rips you off for, some of you guys are probably paying $50,000 a year to go to college. That'd be like me charging over $4,000 a month. I guarantee you'll learn way more from what we talk about every week for $5 a month than what your school's charging you thousands of dollars a month for. And honestly, there's so many people in this community who make more off this knowledge than they do from their day job, okay? Because, again, parlays pay a lot, and you don't have to bet a lot of money to multiply your money. Those 5 teams that I liked last night, you put those in a parlay, depending on when your book is, your bookie or your website you're using, that paid between 10 times and about 15 times, depending on your site. You don't have to risk a lot to make a lot. Had you bet $10, you would have made between $100 and $150. For a lot of people, that's how much they make in a whole day, So you don't have to risk a lot to make a good payout. Some guys have built up big bankrolls so they can risk $100 on that. They risked $100 on that last night. They make over $1,000, $1,500. Again, the knowledge pays, okay? That's why the trolls are here 24/7, 365. The games are rigged and scripted. They're ritually sacrificing the players. It's all synced up with the news. The same things I've taught for 8 years straight. And understand, the knowledge isn't just about making money off it. It's about seeing who controls the world, which is the Jesuit order, and how they use sports and their leagues to program us with their same propaganda that's going on CNN and Fox News and MSNBC. That's why they use all these teams with these COVID rituals by the same redundant numbers. They're trying to make you believe in COVID. Oh, COVID has to be legit, or they wouldn't have their players sitting out games. It's all a big ritual. It's all a big joke, Here, we'll try to take one more call, see if it's a troll that can explain themselves. 305?
This Zach.
This is Zach.
Hey, what's going on? You going over the how you doing? Good morning. You going over the games for today?
No, we're not going over things for today. We're reviewing last night.
Oh, so when you gonna be going over the games? Like, you go over games.
So we went over games yesterday before the games, and right now we're in the pattern of doing all the football, and in the football streams we'll talk about some basketball games for the day. So all year I've been doing the same thing. College football we would always do on Friday. NFL we'd always do on Saturday. But we have games this weekend on Saturday as well for the NFL, and the notes are up for the bowl games. So again, if you're signed up for Patreon, you should know these things. The notes were posted for the bowl games a week ago. Same thing every week.
Okay.
All right, appreciate it, man. See ya. And again, you got to pay attention in life. This guy's calling in saying, what's the stream about? The stream has a title, first of all, so you could read the title on the screen and see what the title's about. Does it look like it's a title about going over today's games? Nope. That's not what the title's about. You got to pay attention in life. You do the same thing every week. What week are we in the NFL season? NFL Week 15. How could you not know what the schedule is in NFL Week 15? We've been doing the same thing every single week. So, again, and you have to realize the way I am. I'm not going to be nice to everybody. I don't care if some people unsubscribe from the Patreon because they don't like the way I am. If you're not paying attention and you can't answer simple questions like what the topic of the video is about or when we're going to talk about the games, and you don't know that by week 15, you're probably not the right person to be placing bets. It does take a little bit of intelligence, a little bit of common sense to follow instructions, make the right bets. Again, anyway. Yeah, this works not for everybody because not everybody in this world has enough IQ points to do simple things, So, but yeah, for all the trolls out there, You know, it's too bad. It's too bad. I just wish we could meet these pack of trolls, though. I wish we could see them. I wish we could see them with our eyes, just see what they look like. I guarantee you they look like some sorry sacks of shit, some fat, sloppy motherfuckers. Guaranteed. But I wish we could see them and just know that, like, how pathetic is it that you end up being an adult and what your job is to just troll and slander somebody all day? You know, just sit online behind a new fake account every day, some new fake name, and just harass people and lie about them all day. Like, how shitty of a human being are you? You know? And what's annoying is I've had a pack of these people for 6, 7 years doing this 24/7, 365 every single day. Just nonstop spamming bullshit, trying to downplay all the amazing accomplishments, the knowledge, everything. And I mean, I just wonder, like, where are they? Are they all in a room together? Like, what is this? Who are these people? And sure as everything, they'll be here for every other video just doing the same thing over and over. But again, I make videos like this for the other people who can see. Understand, there's a full-time community of trolls here lying about everything. Weeks where it's the same thing every week. We'll dominate. And the trolls will even be in the comments, oh, another horrible week. And they'll be like, another horrible week? Oh, okay, 10 right and 1 wrong's a horrible week? Okay. Yeah, that's real horrible. It's like every gambler's dream. See, and then we got guys in the chat like this. Dr. Moda, Lakers call was shot, Dodgers too. I'm not sure which one he's talking about. I mean, can you guys speak? Can you guys write out a few more words so people even know what you're talking about? I don't get it. Lakers call was shot, Dodgers too. Are you talking about when we had the Lakers from when they had 20-1 odds to win the championship in LeBron's 17th season? Because we did, and they did, and we had the Dodgers to win the World Series before that season began as too. So are you saying that was a bad call? Or are you talking about last year? Because last year we put out 4 teams before the season began to win the World Series, and one of them was the Braves, and the Braves had big odds. They had bigger odds than the other teams, so they were one of the better teams to win. So again, that was more winning advice for this past World Series. Okay, so we put out 4 teams before the season began, 2 in the AL and 2 in the NL to win the World Series. One of them was the Braves. And again, it's just like knowing where the roulette table's hot. If you put it on the right chips and your chip hits on the right slot, that's a win. The World Series knowledge was a win this year. And in the NBA this past year, I did have the Lakers first to win it, but if it wasn't the Lakers, who was my team in the West? The Suns. Did the Suns go to the finals with huge odds? Yes, they did. In the East, the Bucks were a team I liked a lot. We've been talking about the ongoing thing with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and the Lakers and the Bucks, So, again, if you want to talk shit about how we did with futures last year, you're an idiot. We had Chiefs and Bucks as the Super Bowl matchup before the season began. College basketball, well, we had Alabama to win the college championship all season, too. They did last year. And college basketball, I thought Gonzaga was going to do the perfect season, and it was fine because they won all along the way. Not to mention we murdered the college basketball tournament. How many huge underdogs did we hit with in the first round? People made a fortune. But when Gonzaga got to the Baylor matchup, we saw that Baylor had the better riddle, and Baylor paid well to win the championship. They were a $100 bet that paid $250 to $300, depending on what your book was. And we said, if you're in on Gonzaga for the perfect season, you got to take Baylor to get your money back. And understand, Baylor University equals 82. They won the 82nd tournament. We used that 82 number all throughout Baylor's football season to win. They upset Oklahoma in a big 82 ritual, and then they upset Oklahoma State in the division championship or conference championship in an 82 ritual. Baylor University 82. And remember when they upset Oklahoma, it was right after they got their rings for winning the college basketball championship. Again, just showing you how scripted it all is. And not to mention the college basketball thing. I mean, what a perfect example for what we're educating about. Teaching people out 201 in the Jesuits. Baylor wins the championship 201 days before their coach's birthday, who went to school in Indianapolis at Butler. And they won it 201 days after what would have been Elgin Baylor's birthday, who died at 86 days before Baylor won with 86 points. And remember, Elgin Baylor went to the other Jesuit college in Washington State. There's only 27 Jesuit universities in the nation. The oldest is Georgetown, named after George Washington. And then Washington State has 2 of the 27 universities. Seattle U, where Baylor went, Elgin Baylor, and then Gonzaga, who Baylor University defeated. And again, 201's the number of the Jesuits. The founder of Gonzaga, or who it's named after, is Aloysius A. Gonzaga, whose name equals 201, like the Jesuit order. And remember, Indianapolis is the only city in America that equals 201. So again, that's the thing. We're winning in this community consistently. There's always idiots trying to say, oh, yeah, you did blah, blah, blah. Just like, shut the fuck up, man. Well, again, you just have to understand, anybody who's talking shit about my work and my accomplishments has to be a fucking moron. Because I know it's a fact that nobody in the world has ever proven anywhere near as much about how rigged sports are and has anywhere near as good of a resume as calling futures and games as I have established over the course of the last 8 years. It's not even a contest. You can't find anyone. There's nobody else in the history of the world who you could even compare it to. No one. Okay? Nobody came along and definitively proved that sports were rigged, and it was the Jesuit order behind it, which we have in spades. And no one's going to prove otherwise because we can prove it all day, and every single day there's more examples racking up to prove the point. So just realize that's why the trolls are here every day in swarms, lying and talking shit. And because of what they do, though, they become the thing that gets the most attention always in the comments. And it's real fucking annoying, you know? It's real annoying. And here's the other thing that's frustrating about it for me. But I do realize that Google's actively getting rid of good comments. That's what sucks now. You post something and then your comment just disappears instantly, you know? But you'd think there'd be more people posting good comments and supportive comments, and they probably are. They're just getting taken down by Google's AI. They only want the trash comments left. So we got to get rid of Dr. Moda. Again, if you guys have a wrench, do something about trolls. Otherwise, I might just end up taking away your wrenches if you're not doing anything to moderate against trolls. I got rid of this Dr. Moda. He's just talking a whole bunch of shit and just leaving comments and calling people in the chat sheeples, and so, adios. But yeah, again, do not listen to trolls. They're here every day, harassing, lying, slandering, spreading false information, but they're also having an effect, you know. Somebody says call them agent provocateurs instead of trolls. That's fair. Yeah, and again, Sarah, that Dr. Moda guy is just an obvious troll. That's why we just gave him the block. So, anyway, we are a community, and again, the good people in the community, you can see who they are. You know, people like Itachi and Neo the Hacker and A. Nate Robinson, people that are, you know, contributing and giving helpful information. And A. Nate Robinson had the winning call yesterday for the football game. When he saw that the Chiefs could get their 213th away win, as soon as I saw that, I said, that is the top clue. Hold on, we got one more call. Maybe it's a troll trying to explain themselves. 484?
No, this is Q calling from Philly.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry for trolls. I'm sorry for trolls, Zach. No, I've been studying your work for years, and my main thing is like horse racing. And what I know about horse racing is that when you use the Gematria calculator, and I put the all feature, so I look at all the numbers, and what I know is that they do a whole lot of 612s and 666s and 33, 56, 99s and stuff like that. So when you play the horse race and whatever, you type in a whole name, and when you see a whole lot of patterns, that's how you be consistent. So I'd like to thank you for putting me on that knowledge. So just wanted.
Did you win with Medina Spirit this year at the Kentucky Derby?
Oh yes, I did.
So you think it was did we not call that horse to win because of the number 201?
Yeah, but,
We did.
yeah,
And did that horse not die on the 201st day of the Ignatian year, this entirely Jesuit thing?
Oh, yes, he did. It was all scripted. Yes, it was.
So, I mean, that's just what it's like. How can you troll this work? I mean, Medina Spirit was a 20-1 horse that we won on again. We've done very well with horse racing, all this stuff over the years. But we're showing not only are we winning money off it, we're showing how sick it is, man. Then they kill the horse on the 201st day of the Ignatian year when we call the horse to win off 201. It's just so obvious who's doing this. So anyway,
Yeah.
Appreciate the call, man. I don't know about decoding with all the ciphers, but if it's working for you, I guess don't stop. So.
Hey, no, my man, it works. I'm telling you from personal experience, it works. You can make money every day. You can make a living off of that.
Well, there are a lot of people in this community that are making a living. Indeed, they are. So appreciate it, man.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, see it. Yeah, and again, I mean, it's a fact. We had Medina Spirit to win the Kentucky Derby, which is known as the Run for the Roses. Run for the Roses equals 201, that big Jesuit number. And it's at Churchill Downs. Again, why do you think they call it Churchill? Vatican Hill, the Jesuits who serve the Vatican. And not to mention Churchill Downs has the Catholic numbers in it. But, yeah, it was the only the man riding that horse that day was the only jockey who came in with 201 races under his belt for the season. And then sure enough, they end up killing Medina Spirit on the 201st day of the Ignatian year, which is a Jesuit thing. So, yeah, and again, I mean, it's just so annoying that every day there's a group of people fighting this, and they're part of the evil and the scum and the tyranny. I mean, we're trying to bring light to what's going on and help people profit from it as well. But, I mean, what I'd like for even more than for people to win money from this is what I wish would happen is people would stop going to the games, that there'd be no one in the stadiums, that the word would have gotten out that these leagues are so rigged and so sick, they're literally killing the horses, and they're killing the former players. And I mean, look at Patrick Mahomes. When he passed Len Dawson in touchdown passing record, when Patrick Mahomes passed Len Dawson, the day he did, for whatever that record was, the story was that his girlfriend was at the game. I think they're married now. Might have been his fiance at the time. But she was at the game with her dad, and her dad dropped dead in the stands the game he passes Len Dawson. And there was a whole lot more to it. But, I mean, it's just like this stuff is so obvious if you're paying attention. 678.
What's going on, Zach? This is Rod.
What's up, Rod?
What's going on? I finally I'm on live. I'm listening to you now. I finally get to listen to you. But been so busy, man. Just I'm hearing you, man. I don't even know why you're making this type of video for the trolls, man. You the GOAT. You know you are. It's like you say, hey, man, like you able to, like you say, change people's lives with betting, but you got to you put people's names in the community, and then we teaching other people off the work that you brought. So it's like, that's life changing. I ain't working a last year just because I'm able to sustain off Patreon and then my betting and stuff like that. So, man, Zach, life changing, bro, life changing. I couldn't think, I just said this 10 to 15 times, but I can't thank you enough. But it's amazing people still not gonna wake up, Zach. But what I'm thinking now, you might get a little. It might get to where Gematria might go viral. You know what I mean? And that's what, if it does, because it's like.
But we all, in a way, we don't want that to happen, because then we know then they'll definitely have to switch it up. So.
Right. But still, I mean, you would still be everybody would start, all your work would start coming into fruition. Like, all the videos that you made, like, people are going to still go back and see it once the work. It's like you need like you say, you need a group of people that's hacking you. But once those group of people start following the Gematria and it go viral, the masses of the people will start catching on. It's like right now, that's not the move. But I see, because I'm seeing on Instagram, they start now, it's like numerology. I'm telling you, Zach, I feel like in the next couple of years, everybody at least is going to understand what Gematria is. And that's what it's going to take to go viral for you to just really shoot to the top. Because like you said, you've been on this stuff, man, and people ain't even on it yet. But it's life-changing. Man, it's sometimes, man, when I'm doing my live streams, Zach, I start laughing because you can just see it so clear. It's like, oh, my gosh, look at this. It's undeniable, man. It's just, you know what I mean? And the great thing is you brought this stuff to the community, and like I said, man, you able to help other people's, you know what I mean, life.
Uh-oh. I think he cut out. Are you still there, Rod?
Yeah, my fault, Zach. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm teaching now, so it's like I'm becoming a better teacher every day. You know what I mean? Just off what you initiated, man. It's just, it was 2 years ago. So it's like, just off that little amount of time, it don't take long to learn this stuff, man. You know what I mean? It's there. And I tell people a lot, this is what you got to stress. At the end of the day, it's not about getting the game right or wrong. You helping people wake up. Like, I don't know if you caught that game, Zach. The Hawks played Houston. They got upsetted, but it was a 1 month and 13 days after to Kobe's death date. And Hawks put up 126. Hawks put up 41. Trey Young put up 41 points. It was crazy, Zach. But just knowing the information, because you brought this stuff to the table, I mean, you could just, it's amazing, man. So for people to just not catch on, this is still, I feel like you don't even have to make these videos, man, because it's already, proof is in the pudding. You know what I mean? You don't even have to talk no more. It's like,
well, it's the new people. There's always new people here, though. That's the thing. So I make these videos for the new people occasionally because the new people, all they're seeing is the troll pack every time. And I mean, the thing is the veterans, they're not really leaving comments. They already know what the deal is. They don't need to say anything. They know what the trolls are about. But then when you look at the comments as a new person and nobody has anything positive to say and it's just all filled up with trolls who said that he didn't call any of that. That's all false. He's lying about everything. He's a scammer, fraud, and that's all your whole comment section is. What do you think a new person's going to think if they come to the channel? You know what I mean?
Right. You're right. The old vets, like you said, is not showing enough, comments and stuff. I get that a lot, too, because I've been doing it for 2 years. I could put out a post now and only get 4 likes. You know what I mean? So I understand what you're saying, but...
Hey, Rod, yeah, I got to... So for those of you guys who don't know Rod, again, shout out to Jeremy. Jeremy built this website, GematriaEffectSports.com, and I asked him not to put me at the top, but Jeremy did anyway. Jeremy's been part of this community since Super Bowl 50. He won about $20,000 off, the pick we put out in October for... why the Broncos would beat the Panthers, and he's been here ever since helping out and making more money. But on his website, he's got this link for Big Game Rod, he calls him. This is Rod on the phone, you guys, and this is Rod's Patreon. Rod's been a longtime veteran of the community, does great work. And there's probably some more people. We'll have to talk to Jeremy. You know what, Jeremy, let's add a few more names to this, and I'll pay Jeremy for his time. Like, I think Nate needs a link up here, and Itachi and Neo the hacker.
To say that, Nate. Yeah, Nate's solid. Nate the one that brought up that it was 1 month and 13 days before Kobe's birthday in one of my live streams. So, yeah, Nate's a beast. He goes a lot. He's not that surface guy, but he's going to get you everything undercover you want. You know what I mean? He's going to go.
Well, Nate turned me yesterday. Nate was the one who found the stat about the 213th away win. I was like, because that's what I like about the students, man. People are getting hungry and looking even deeper than I ever did. But I realize you got to do that in some of these games. But yeah, that 213th away win was Nate's find. So.
Yep, man. Like I say, it's tough, man. It's about to be a new year. I feel like it's going to go viral, though, because I'm starting to see like women and stuff like that talking about the new, and they got a lot of followers. People new to it, but I just feel like once you get enough, it's just like the crypto. Even though everybody's not on the crypto now, but it kind of went viral, so a lot of people know crypto. So that's how I feel like Gematria is going to get. They might not know how to use it, but it's going to get to a point that where you can ask anybody what's Gematria, and they're going to be able to say, oh, A is one. You know what I mean? I can honestly see that now. I see that because I see how the internet is going, and I see the talk around the internet and how people trying to bring it out now. You know what I mean? So hopefully, man, in the next year or two, more people can wake up. And like I said, that's what it needs because, man, words can't even explain, bro. When you done call so much stuff and to be ahead of the curve like you do. And like this how great you got. And I done got it like this too. When you're wrong, you're still right because the number you was probably talking about, it'd be the score of the game or somebody will put up the points. You know what I mean? You might say 15. The game might not come through, but they'll have a 15 right there in the game. So it's like, man, the man was talking about the number the whole game, the whole live stream, and it didn't win, but it still played right there in the numbers.
Yeah.
So that's how you know you're ahead of your time.
You see that all the time in college football. It's like college football, we'll get 10 out of the 11 games, and that 11th game that went sideways, well, the number that we loved in that game is now the score of the game. I mean, it happens all the time, so... Yeah.
Yep, just way ahead of the curve, man. Like I said, I appreciate you.
Here, Rod, do you get the joke with the Chargers falling to 4-4 at home yesterday? Did you catch that?
And look, to put the astrology on it too. 44 has been dominating. That was the last day that was in Taurus. That Taurus got their 44 connection, so I was all over that. But the 44s, that astrology, Zach, man, I've been seeing some man, the week Giants beat the Eagles, it was an upset. It's about 2-3 weeks ago, but the Giants beat the Eagles. They got their 87th all-time win the first day of the waxing crescent moon. And when I tell you waxing crescent, waxing gibbous, whatever it is, I can't really name it. But how I know it's really real is because Thunder just got beat real bad. They put up 84 points, and they stayed on 84 all-time wins, I think, against the Mavericks. This was like 3 or 4 or 5 days ago. It was the first day. I don't know if it was the first day, but it was under that waxing gibbous moon, and that's 84 in this pure cipher. So I'm like, wow, this astrology stuff is just. Then she fell to 4-4 yesterday. It's just amazing. But yeah, that number that with the astrology and stuff, that stuff been dominating. I've been keying in on it, like the really keying in on it. You just see the moon. It just rotates. It goes from, Aquarius back down to Capricorn, and it keeps doing it all over. But if you just pay attention to these numbers and pay attention to the same connect, I'm going to tell you something, Zach. Look, prime example. You got Taurus and you got Gemini. After Taurus is Gemini. Taurus is 19 pure cipher. Gemini is 39. Yesterday in the NBA, you had the Houston Rockets and the New York Knicks playing, Zach. What are the odds? Because Rockets is 44 like Taurus, and then it was Gemini, New York. Gemini is 39 in his pure cipher, and New York is 39. So I was like, what the world? And then if you look at the astrology chart, the Taurus shares the day with the Gemini. And then today is the full moon is in Gemini now. So either you better duck your head for 39 teams, or they might dominate. It's just stuff they kind of move together and stuff, or pay attention for teams that's picking up this. Like when I do my decode today, I already know they was putting 39s in the decode yesterday. That it's so amazing when you look for these numbers and you go head to head. It's so many teams that stayed on 44 or either picked up the 44th all-time loss the last 2-3 days. Now the moon is in Gemini, and
you cut out again.
On the number, it doesn't mean it like that. It's more about picking it up. So I tell people, I knew Suns was getting off that 39. Then when I see a team on that number and it's that day, I automatically think, they moving off because they automatically came in that day paying tribute to that number. So they don't have to sit there. You know what I mean? So 2 games in the NBA yesterday was the Suns and somebody else already bringing up the 39. So like I said, when I do my decode today and I do the all-time head-to-head, it's going to be 39 just looking. I'm like, what are the odds? The first day the moon is completely in Gemini. So it's like, man, like without you, I could have never done none of this stuff. So it's like, man, I appreciate you, bro. You say it's life-changing stuff, man. I tell people, man, I try to teach people. I tell people like this, that when Dolph died at 111, I tell people like, how many people going to the grave would die but never would know that 1,117 is the 187 prime number. Most people won't even know that in a lifetime, Zach. And it's because of you, I'm all in this stuff. So it's like, man, every day I learn something new, bro. And it's like, bro, I appreciate you, bro. I can't talk enough, Zach, bro. You the GOAT. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Man, keep going, bro.
Well, Rod, at the same time, honestly, like I've been saying for a while, I think Rod's better at this than I am now, and it's because Rod's doing this full time. And the thing is, I don't dedicate all my time to the sport.
I'm not. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you got that, bro. You got that history. See, it's that Jesuit and that history stuff.
Well, that way, that's true, but you haven't been. So I have more experience, but I'd say, like, you know what? If I was going toe to toe with you right now, I'd be worried about it. I'd say, I think Rod's gonna beat me today, man. He's at this full time right now because you're adding new elements to it. You're getting into the astrology piece, and that's helping you be more accurate. So. Anyway, but again, you guys, Rod's one of the best students in the community. He's got his own Patreon, and again, you can get to it. If you go to GematriaEffectNews.com, his link is Rod. That's him. This is the man on the phone, and he's been doing it for years now. How long's it been, Rod? 4 years? 4 years now?
December makes 2 years. Yep, December makes 2 years.
Oh, it's only 2 years?
Great people, man. Yep. 2
God.
years, Zach. That's what I said, bro. Man, I can't believe, bro. Listen, Zach. Without you, man, you don't understand. Like, bump the bet and you change people's lives just off this, bro. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with gambling. We done made money, but just off the knowledge that you brought to the table and how I'm able to pick it up and regurgitate it and teach it back, bro. That's life-changing stuff, bro. Like I said, I haven't worked. I work because of doing these games is a grind, but like a full-time clocking in, Zach. I told you a year and a half ago I was working at Shane's Rib Shack making $13 an hour. You know what I mean? And I ain't did that in the last year. That's all because of you. You know what I mean? I don't call like this and do this. You know what I mean? I've been extremely busy. But like I say, man, you just And you the GOAT, bro, with no question. You the GOAT, whether you right or wrong on the game. That's what the trolls got to realize. See, when you wrong, that's when the trolls try to come out the pack. It's not about that. It's like, man, it's
well, I just can't imagine being trolling. I can't imagine being like a legit troll upset with the work. We've dominated almost the whole football season. There's been a few spots that weren't good, but overall the whole season we just been dominating college and pro. So it's just like there's no way there's any legit unhappy people during this season. For these guys just to be hanging around talking shit every week, it's like, what the fuck's wrong with these people? You don't like making money? Like, what's wrong with you? So.
And then they try to network their page, like all that advertising. I've been stopped doing that. Like I feel like if you come to me, you lucky. You found Rod. That's how I feel. Like I don't go out there telling people no more that because I've been Pete, man. It's I got who I got. I got my community, and that's it. Because I know what I'm bringing to the table. It's like I'm tired of it, bro. It's like they'll wake up sooner or later. I learned everybody's on a different clock. Everybody wakes up differently, and you can't force nobody to wake up. So that's why please don't ever think about stopping, bro, because it's like that 105. See, I thought the Chiefs was going to become 10-5 yesterday. I mean, it was 10-4, but immediately I remember you was just talking about 105 was the 14th triangular number. So immediately I clicked in because I'm still learning. So it's like you can get on right now, Zach, and just start talking, and I'm gonna learn something, and then I might see it 3 A's in the D code and be like, damn, you know what I mean? There's some stuff that you would never know, but it's like, bro, every time you open your mouth, you giving out incredible information. If you like one word I heard you say today was pay attention, bro. This stuff is even if you understand sports rig, this type of work that you're doing, Zach, is only for the people who know how to observe and pay attention. If you can't pay attention, this is not for you. Even if you understand that the game's a script. This work is all about paying attention, how to listen to when Zach is real adamant. If you can hear when he's nonchalant and, don't really like a game, and you can hear when he's found the gym and he's like, oh, you got to know how to pay attention in all phases. And that's the whole beauty of this whole community. That's how I feel. So, everybody out there, you need a pen and a pad. Like when Zach doing this stuff, you need to be writing stuff down. This stuff, it's precious metals, man. So, y'all can slip on it if y'all want to, man. I'm telling y'all, man, this stuff is on my soul, on my mama, on everything I love, man. Zach changed my life to this day, man. I'm still can't believe what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? I can't believe it's just amazing, Zach. So I just wanted to tell you thank you, man, once again, and keep doing your thing. I don't want to hold you up. I'm still a patron. I get to you. I listen to you after you. I can't never catch you live. So I always get your stuff after, but I'm still subscribed, man, and keep doing your thing. Great call last night with the Chiefs, and let's get this Super Bowl. Hey, all I want now, Zach, I want the Super Bowl winner. So
well, here, did you? I was gonna say, did you see what I posted on Twitter that they put up yesterday before the game?
No, but one thing I can say is Kansas City got their 131st win all time in December, and then the week before, they stressed about the 48-9 score. They said it's never been a score in NFL that was 48-9. That's the score the Chiefs beat the shit out of somebody.
The Raiders.
That was 57. Yeah, that was 57 points. So that was a championship thing they did. And then, like I said, if you look up Kansas City.
Here, Rod. Remember what happened with the Chargers-Raiders game on primetime earlier this year?
Yep, both of them were 3-0.
But do you remember what they did? The big joke with the game? You remember how they delayed it for lightning?
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Okay, and John Gruden was like, what the fuck, man, we're in a stadium. Now, remember, lightning equals 44 in Gematria, like Tom Brady's 44 years old, and the Lightning have won back-to-back since he went to Tampa Bay, and the Chargers logo's a lightning bolt, and last night they fell to 4-4 at home in the Super Bowl ritual game, and the Super Bowl's on the 44th day of the year. Well, here's the thing that they did on NFL Live before the game yesterday. They put up the leaders supposedly in league-wide voting because we know the votes are definitely real in the NFL. But they showed how the leader right now is Jonathan Taylor, the running back for the Colts. And, of course, Indianapolis is the only 201 city. And then number 2 was Tom Brady with 201,000 and some votes, Mr. 201 himself. And then in third place is Travis Kelce, who also had 201,000 and some votes. And, of course, he had the winning touchdown last night. And so I think they're telling us something right there with likely what the Super Bowl is, and Again, I mean, if you don't know the meaning of these numbers, you're not going to see what they're putting right in front of your face. So,
Right.
I think it's all right there.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm thinking they're doing something with the Chiefs for sure. I think that from last week. So with that 48-9 score. So I hear you with that. And I did forget about it. And that's the thing. That's why I say it's all about paying attention, because just that quick, I forgot about that lightning postpone thing. And that was probably something big when they did that. But,
Well, remember, Tom Brady went down to Tampa. Tom Brady went down to Tampa last year, and the Lightning won the Stanley Cup. That was the first of the Tampa things. And the day they won it, remember, we called what day they would win it because we said, look at this. Tom Brady's hometown just burned up from lightning, and 44 days after that is this date, and that's the day that would be perfect for the Lightning to close out. That's exactly when the Lightning won the Stanley Cup. 44 days after Tom Brady's hometown burned up from a lightning storm. And then not to mention that lightning storm started on August 15th, which is the day the Jesuits were created in history. So that's why that Lightning 44 thing is big.
Do you think the championship game in college do you want to see somebody in championship win for your Super Bowl, or you don't know about that?
Well, I know that I know Mac Jones, the Alabama product, is in Indianapolis this week. I know that's where the college championship is too.
Right. That's why I said I heard you saying something about that. So yeah, I just paid attention. But I feel like once the two teams there, we should be keyed in. But could it be a rematch? Could it be a rematch, man? Who knows how they go? I still don't know. Like I said, you to go with the futures. I already know you got your eyes on something. So I hear you with that one. And yeah, I keep building off that, and I don't see no. I've been like the Chiefs ever since they did that last week with the score. Then somewhere in there, and yeah, that's where I'll leave it, man. I appreciate you, Zach, and get back to it. And I'm still around, man. And like I say, we really want to get that Super Bowl winner. Like I say, once we get the two teams,
I think we got it, man. Go back and watch the video from the day after Super Bowl 55. We did the future for Super Bowl 56, and you know. There was one team a lot in the AFC and two potential teams in the NFC, and I still feel that it could go that way, but I think that's it.
Two black quarterbacks thing. That's still hard to see those. I feel like with the Cowboys, I feel like they ain't gonna never let them win because Stephen A. Smith is their guy. So that'll be mocking Stephen A. So I feel like it's gonna be a minute for them Cowboys to even get there because it's something about Stephen A. Man. If you pay attention, then he's got another swag now. You know, he talk different. So it's like he's another villain. He's not like the bad guy, but you know you can tell like it's something about Stephen. And every time they lose, he gets his ego off. So it's like I don't know if they gonna check. Stephen A. with that Dallas Cowboy stuff, but I'm thinking, man, I don't see nobody taking Bucks down, and I'm going Bucks Chiefs. I'm going the same thing. So that's how I'm looking at it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But you still got Cowboys, you still got Packers out there. But I'm gonna go rematch. I'm gonna go rematch with Bucks Chiefs.
It's very, very possible, especially after what they did in last night's game. And notice the score last night, 34-28, 62 points. Patrick Mahomes equals 62, which we talked about a million times. Mahomes alone's 34. And we know the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 62, and Buccaneers alone also 62. And again, 4-4 at home, so it's very possible.
Yep.
All right, Rod.
Paying attention. All right.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, man, and get back through it.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep up the good work. See you. 859.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, what's up?
I just had one question up to ask you. Well, a couple of them, actually. When you said the NBA is a father and son league.
I say that about all pro sports. Have you? All pro sports.
I particularly, football and basketball is kind of obvious. But yeah, once you pointed out, I remember Dell Curry, because I grew up like in the 80s. I remember all those players. They're all related, aren't they?
A lot of them are.
Yeah, okay. Always been that way. All right, thank you, brother.
All right, yeah, take care, man. You guys remember what I put out for free last year before the Super Bowl? I showed you how the Super Bowl was 188 days after Brady's birthday, and if you write out greatest of all time, it equals 188, and if you just do the acronym GOAT, it's 43 like his age. 188 days after his 43rd birthday. What do you think was going to happen? Of course he was going to win. 202?
Yo.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? I was just calling because what you're doing, dude, is kind of dangerous. Okay, going. Because I heard what you were talking about. I've been watching all your videos, okay, dude. And what you're doing is you're creating a lens to this, okay? And we can't have you. Can you mute the microphone real quick for 1 second?
Can we do what?
And cover your mouth. Mute the microphone and cover your mouth.
You sound like a troll. What point are you trying to make?
Are you going to mute the microphone and cover your mouth?
I don't understand what the point of doing that is.
We got to have a one-on-one conversation.
Okay, I'm letting you talk, so speak.
I can't be broadcasted right now when I'm saying this.
Okay, adios. Okay, call into a live stream and then say, I can't be broadcast. I mean, just trolls, man. Just trolls are just annoying people, just coming in, just wasting people's time. And it's too bad that there's a paid-for pack of them that are here every day lying and slandering about work that's unprecedented, you know? Work that's definitively exposed how rigged sports is and helped millions of people benefit, I would say, over the years. There's been a lot of people who've been here over the years. So, but yeah, I mean, it's you know, it's a QB league. The score last night was all about Mahomes, Kelsey with the winning touchdown. 401.
Yo, Zach.
Yeah, what's up?
Man, fuck them trolls, man. Hey, how about that fucking prop you put out yesterday, that Keenan Allen?
Did Keenan Allen get a touchdown?
Oh, yeah, I fucking hit on that, man. I took that shit and I jumped all over it.
And again, you know, the trolls are so they pay attention, but just so they can talk shit, they go, that wasn't even Zach's call. Somebody called in with that. And it's like, yeah, I do take calls, but that caller's also looking at how I said to watch out for the number 47 and to look for that in prop bets. And again, some people call in with stuff and I don't agree with them, but some people call in and I'll say, that's exactly what I'm looking for. That's a winner right there. So.
Oh, no, man, that was a guaranteed lock right there. I woke up this morning fucking happy as shit.
Yeah. Did you do the recommended parlay?
Yeah. I also did another one also.
Okay. So you had a good day yesterday.
Oh yeah, I mixed it up with some basketball.
There you go.
Some guaranteed shit that was out there.
There you go.
I had a good day.
There you go.
Hey man, also a little bit off subject, right? So you're real heavy on that whole 9/11 shit, right? So I grew up right outside of Boston, in a city called Everett. Now, some of the hijackers that supposedly came out of it, man, come to find out they fucking came out of right across the street from where I live. And the crazy part about it was that we didn't hear, nothing about that, and we found out through the news. So I was a teenager at that time, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how the fuck is like the police not here investigating or questioning anybody on any of it? And we find this shit out through the news, you know what I'm saying? And also the other crazy part about it was my father was supposed to fly out that day. And the week before that, his flight got canceled from America.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And now after coming across your work and all that shit, I'm like, man, that shit was just... I thought something was fishy at that time. Now it just fucking opens up your eyes, man.
Indeed. Well, I appreciate the story, man, and congrats on the win last night. Sounds like you're on the road, so drive safe out there.
Oh, yeah. No, we're on the road, man.
All right, man.
Trolls just mad they ain't making that money, man.
Congratulations.
You gotta capitalize on these idiots.
Indeed you do. All right, man.
All right, man. You have a good one.
Yeah, take care. See. The thing is, like, the people who actually follow the work, they don't leave comments, it doesn't seem like. It seems like the only people who leave comments are the trolls. Indianapolis is calling in. Let's see. Indianapolis.
Hey, man, thanks for taking my call.
Yeah.
This nothing super sports related. Just after been following your work, kind of connecting the dots as to what kind of goes on as far as numbers and how far these things stretch. But here in Indy, you might not know this, just a fun fact, but we have the second largest population in the world of Burmese people next to, like, the country itself. So in this city, for whatever reason, and after following your work and realizing all this stuff, like, it's just a 201 connection.
I think it is, man, because Captain Tom in the UK is a big celebrity for the Burma campaign, and he died 201 days after being knighted, which was one day after Burma's government fell into Jesuit ritual. So that probably is why there's so many sent to Indianapolis. That's how these people work.
It's crazy, man. Like, if you really sit down and think about it, like, all the cities and countries in the world, why this boring ass city in the Midwest, we have the highest population of Burmese people next to the country itself. It's just nuts to think about. And like all these Burmese kids that are here, a lot of them go to the we have a ton of Catholic schools here. They all go to those schools and they just dominate soccer and just are badass athletes. But I don't know, man. Yeah, I was just pointing that out, just kind of connecting the dots. And something too, there's a plaque downtown here for Elvis. He performed his last concert in this city too. That's another thing.
I gotta look that up. I didn't know that. I thought his last concert was in Vegas. It was Indianapolis?
It was in Indianapolis. It was on the 100. I think it was on. It might have been July 20th. I'm not positive, but there's a plaque down here that says Elvis's last performance ever performed was in Indianapolis. You can Google that, but just another, like, out of all the places, why here? So just the 201 connection just makes a lot of sense.
Indeed. Yeah, that's the thing about this knowledge. You start to figure stuff out. So appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, see you. 702.
Yeah, hi, good morning. Gus calling from Vegas. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, doing all right. What's up?
Excellent. Just wanted to call you, and I want to congratulate you again on the picks, and I won big-time money yesterday. I did some hedging as well. So I thought about I took the Chargers just in case, but I also took the point spread, and I took the Chiefs money line. So I just covered my bases right there, and I just want to let you know. And thank you very much. Keep up the great work that you're doing, bro.
All right, you're welcome, man. Congrats on the win. Good work.
Yeah, you bet. You have a good one.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, same to you, man. Take care.
Take care.
And again, how many times have I taught you guys about 41 and its connection to LA and the Super Bowl? And I mean, just look, Mahomes has 410 yards. The first thing ESPN's posting is a 41-second highlight clip. 202.
Hi, what's up, man?
You're the same guy who called in a second ago, but I think you changed your voice.
No, man, I'm a big black guy from Schoolhouse and middle school. My name Mr. Kane.
Okay, what's up?
Have you seen the All-Star votes? They got Stephen Curry, man. They got Stephen Curry. They got him at 400,201.
Okay.
You seen the All-Star vote?
I appreciate it. Let's see. It was the same color with the same number, so he's doing voices. Here, Big Al was trying to get in. Let's hear what Big Al's got to say. Big Al's always got a message for the trolls. Let me see if he picks up. He's probably working, but he did try to call in.
Hey, bro.
Hey, what's up? I saw you were trying to get in.
Nothing, man. Hey, it was somebody called me yesterday and told me someone else here at the post office had a stroke.
Oh,
and
another person who got the shot.
Don't know, but I think he probably did.
Okay, so that's You got two stories like.
Man, that's young.
How old?
61.
Yeah, that's not that old.
No, it's not that old at all.
Yeah, it's pretty early to have a stroke.
The interesting thing is, though, so this guy, the route that I'm on, this guy's retired now, but he's had this son. I guess he's got that. Hey, what's Bubba's son have? What's that disease called? What's Bubba's son got?
Muscular dystrophy.
He's got muscular dystrophy, right? And you don't live that long. Like, he's lived a lot longer than what he's supposed to. He's like in his 30s, you know. So he's had to take care of this kid. Him and his wife, very hard on him, all their life and everything. Well, they have a nurse. A nurse comes over and takes care of this kid, right? She calls this thing she calls it the clot shot.
Like it's a timer left?
Yeah, she calls it the clot shot, the vaccine.
Oh, yeah, sure.
The fucking nurse does. It takes care of their, their MS or whatever son, muscular dystrophy son.
Sure. Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. So it's too bad, man.
People they're still in denial, man.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
So that one on the 9th that they just did, were you aware of that one? The simulation?
What's it called?
I can't remember. They had a name for it. They called it something, but it was just done on the 9th by the
last
World Economic
Thursday.
Forum.
Okay, yeah, I'll look it up. I didn't know they just did another one.
That's the one I texted you. Just texted you.
Another cyber polygon?
I'm thinking it's a different one because it was just done on December 9th.
Okay. Yeah.
They did. That was interesting because that's the day that leaves 26 days, money and all that shit.
Oh, it was done in Jerusalem. I look it up here. It looks like the IMF did it.
Oh, the monetary fucking people?
Yeah, it looks like the IMF simulated it in Jerusalem.
Yes.
It says IMF in 10 countries simulate cyber
attack. There was 10 nations that participated in it.
Dude, see, that's what I'm talking about, because synagogue is 129, so synagogue of Satan on 12/9 in Israel, simulating the banks getting a cyber attack that affects the whole world. Yeah, I see it now. It was done in Jerusalem. Yeah.
Looks like 2022. They're going to have some big shit for us, man. Maybe that's when they try to take it down.
that was a date with 26 numerology, and bank, dollar, and God are all 26.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying, man, because you just covered all that. So, yeah, I had the day with 26 days left.
It's just so obvious what they got planned for us, man. It's just... Yeah.
Yep. And that's what they're saying, man. If you got a bunch of paper in these banks, you better get it out now. Because, they're going to fuck. They've already got the laws and shit written up that, you're fucked. They could just take your money. You're part of, what is it? You're part of the whole thing. So if your money's sitting in a bank, you're part of the whole banking thing. So, they can just basically say, hey, no, the money's not there anymore. Sorry, or whatever. You know what I mean? They already have all this shit written up. And people aren't even aware of it. It's going to be ugly, man. We know it's going to be really ugly.
It was called Collective Strength, is the name of it.
That was it, Collective Strength. I saw it had 82 Gematria. I don't know if that had anything to do with the Seattle and the whole code and how it's all connected, that they used that, or...
Yeah, I got to think about that one, so...
It was interesting. Just another one of these simulations. So, how many days from that do they collapse it? You know what I mean? Because they're going to collapse it probably from that day to they're going to have it all numerically set up for when they do it, probably from one of these simulation days.
Yeah, I'll look more into that. So I wasn't aware of it before, but now I see it. So
I saw you last night where you said that they did a 41-second clip of the Chiefs up on top of the ESPN thing. Then I saw after that where Mahomes had 410 fucking yards. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's just hilarious. They do the same, and that's what's annoying about people who doubt this work. We're telling them the same stuff. Look at what they put in the thumbnails. Look at the repetitive use of the same numbers. Tyreek Hill last night, number 10, helped the Chiefs get their 10th win, picking up his 56th receiving touchdown last night to go with it, going to overtime with 56 points.
Perfect, huh?
Couldn't have scripted it any better.
Yeah, what a fucking joke. I saw the writing on the wall. There was two guys I was sending information back. I'm like, look, it's 28 all. And then I'm like, okay, what the fuck are they going to do? Well, if somebody scores, then you get they don't kick the extra point. So I saw it right away. I'm like, look, they're going to go down. And most of the time they'll have they'll have two teams have the ball a couple times. Very rarely do they get the ball and go down and score. And I told those guys, I said, this fucking game's over. I said, they're going to go down and score, and it's all lined up with Mahomes.
How long was Travis Kelce's receiving touchdown to win the game with 34 points? How many yards was it?
I missed that.
Guess. I'll give you one guess. They won with 34 points. Guess how many yards the reception was?
They won with 34 yards?
Exactly. A 34-yard touchdown reception to give you 34 points when Mahomes is 34. So.
And the guy you were looking at to get his 47th, on the right date and all that in week 15.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like 15 yards or something? I missed that, but I saw they waited till like 2 minutes. They waited all the way to the end of the game to give him that touchdown. The kid for San Diego. He got
an 8-yard touchdown pass from Justin Herbert with 2:19 left in the game.
Oh, it was 8 yards, huh?
Yeah, 8 yard.
It's just so fucking stupid, isn't it? How guys can't see through it.
It's the same shit week after week. These winning plays are perfectly scripted from the right hash mark. 34-yard touchdown reception to give them the 34th points, the winning points. I mean, they put it up on the screen, too, at the end of the game, just right in front of your face.
I know. Oh, it's amazing, man. It's unbelievable.
But I mean, people don't see what's right in front of their face. I mean, how many times has somebody called into a Patreon live stream and they're like, "What's the name of the website again where you link your notes at?" And I'm like, "Can you see on the screen where it says GematriaEffectNews?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Where do you think it's linked at?" "Oh, okay." It's just like, come on, man. I mean, like. Are we even? I mean, I don't know. People can't see what's right in front of their face.
Man, they're out of it. It's bizarre. It's hard to like. It's tough because you see it, so it's hard for you to understand why they don't see it. It's like, wow, how do you not see any of this?
Blind, man. Blind.
It's like, fuck, man. How many times they're gonna do a simulation? If they're doing a simulation, that means it's gonna fucking happen. It's not just a simulation. Every simulation comes true, you dumb fucks.
Uh-huh.
You don't about that.
Uh-huh.
It's fucking bullshit. I'm just ready for it to fucking happen. You fucking morons.
It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. Yeah. So.
And it's sad, too, because we're already seeing it, man. Like all these people just mysteriously dropping dead from heart attacks.
Indeed.
Then they come out and create a foundation for this same type of disease that the fucking goddamn vaccine causes.
Yeah, it's all very transparent, but
yeah, it really is, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to be blind. I mean, you got to be blind. I mean, it's just the whole country's just been just such a joke for all of my adult life. I mean, I still don't get how people didn't see through 9/11 and then the Patriot Act and then the Patriots. It's just like, what's wrong with people, man? I mean, it's so obvious. Patriots, bottom dweller NFL franchise for all of their existence until the Patriot Act. It's just like, come on, man.
Right. I know. Yeah.
So.
Well, hey, man, I'm going to get off here. I just wanted to holler at you about that simulation I saw last night. Thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'll look more into it, so I'll find out the names in it. All right. I'm sure there's another 201. See you.
Yeah. Let's see, buddy. Bye-bye.
All right, take care. Yeah, but I mean, again, you guys, like I always say, scripted from the final score to the box score to the hash mark, 34-yard game winner. And realize it's Kelsey on the same day that they put this up before the game, right? That Kelsey's third in votes. Man, the vote leaders are awfully white this year. I'm not used to seeing so many white guys up at the top of the polling, but again, on the same day they give you that just before the game, Travis Kelsey with the scripted winner. 419? 419, you're on.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, what's up?
I just wanted to make a few points about your.
You're cutting out. A few points about, and then it cut out.
Hold on a second here. Is that better? Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I wanted to make a few points about the Golden Gate Bridge thing you were talking about the other night.
Okay.
And well, first of all, I think that's all tied a little bit to, like, the whole digital currency XRP thing. Because Ripple XRP, the whole thing is based out of San Francisco. So,
okay.
And a lot of people call XRP the bridge currency to the world, basically bridging gold and all these other assets together. So I think they're doing something with that, like ritually doing something with that. But the interesting thing that I found was that when you type in Golden Gate Bridge event, it equals 201 in English ordinal, and it also equals 102 in full reduction.
Okay.
And I just thought that was interesting because, I mean, it was the 201, because I know you were talking about the 201 with Curry and other stuff, so.
All right, well, think about that. The bridge currency. Yeah, XRP is a big 22 currency. They've done a lot of rituals with XRP in 22, and next year is 2022, so we'll see.
Yeah, and I another thing I just noticed was that graphic you had up with Jonathan Taylor and Tom Brady and those guys there. Didn't Jonathan Taylor have 217,000? Wasn't that the number of votes that he had?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, I typed in that the last caller was talking about the that event that Israel did. What was it called again? Something.
Collective Strength?
Yeah, if you type in collective strength, it's 217 in the English ordinal, and it's 28 or 82 in full reduction, which has Jonathan Taylor's number is 28. So it's just the reverse of Jonathan Taylor's number, and he has 217 votes. So I just thought that was interesting too. I noticed.
Okay. Yeah, I doubt that's related to collective strength, but it says 217 significant to the Jesuits. That's the day they were suppressed in history, July 21st, 21/7. So, I mean, if you look at these numbers, 217's like historic date for the Jesuits. 201's their number. You got that with Brady and Kelsey. And then Coop's at 199,000, the 46th prime, Catholic 46, and then Myles Garrett's got 191,000, Society of Jesus 191. Like Kelsey went on to have 191 receiving yards in the game, which is also the 43rd prime, and Chargers is 43, did it against the Chargers. But, yeah, that 217 symbolic to them, so all these numbers, and again, he's on Indianapolis, the 201 team, so, I mean, these aren't actual votes, these are just the numbers that they put before your face with the players they want to promote right now. So.
Yeah. And one more thing I wanted to say was about the Golden Gate Bridge, the collapse of the Golden Gate Bridge. I know that equaled 272 in English ordinal, but I use Chaldean sometimes, because I find it has a lot of matches sometimes with things, and it equals 119. That same phrase equals 119 in Chaldean.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, they're definitely signaling something with the bridge, with the Curry 9/11 New York 3-point record ritual, so we'll see. All right, man, I appreciate the observations.
All right, yeah.
All right, yeah,
thanks,
take care.
Good one.
See you. Yeah, so anyway, anyone tells you, anytime you see anybody in the chat saying that fraud, scam, accusing me of those things, just realize that they just need to put a mirror up and look at themselves. Anyone who calls me a fraud or a scammer is a fraudulent scammer. If somebody calls that about me, that's what they are, not me. You know, what I'm teaching you guys adds up every single day. You know, it proves its point every single day. You know, how many times in the last 8 years have I said scripted from the final score to the box score to the hash mark, and you see it every week if you just pay attention to the rituals and know what these numbers mean in Gematria. No caller ID. No caller ID. No caller ID. No caller. So. Hey, how much do you guys get paid to troll? What's the going rate for a troll these days?
You say what?
How much do you get paid to troll? What's your wage?
Oh man, I take any job you want.
Okay. 917. What's up, 917?
Hi there, Zach. This is Zev London. I'm calling from New York.
Okay.
I guess I am an old guard. I've been watching you for 4 years, something around there, and I just wanted to call to give you the great thumbs up for your work. Not only that you're doing it with your entire heart, which is a big thing, but you're hitting them out of the ballpark
whatever, 10 times a week. So that's great. This is the purpose of my call, and I hope that you find a way to remove the trolls from your, what do you call it, from the chat group somehow, because, well, they don't belong there.
They don't.
Your work is great.
Yeah, I wish I could remove them too. The problem is if you remove them, they sign back up in 5 seconds, and then they get even more active. Because it was like 2 years ago I removed them all, but then they were back and worse than ever, and I was like, okay, that didn't work, so...
You're doing a great job, right on, and if I had a wish, I would most likely wish that you dabble into soccer, because, well, first of all, I loved what you did with Ronaldo, 119th goal for Manchester United on 9/11. That was enough to blow anybody's socks off. I loved it. As you know, soccer is a much bigger sport, and all the sports are pretty much rigged. I wouldn't be surprised if soccer, you'll find that soccer is the same, and I do know that you don't have a lot of experience with that sport, but it doesn't take a lot to get in. So anyway, this is just my wish. I mean, the football season is going to be over soon, and I think soccer is, there's much more audience to soccer.
Indeed. Just since you brought up Ronaldo, I just want to remind people that he was accused of raping a woman on June 13th, the day leaving 201 days left in the year, and the woman's name equaled 201. So, again, these 201 rituals are worldwide. But, football's the biggest request, or international football is the biggest request for me to get into. And again, I don't have a lot of knowledge base there, but it is something for the future. There's always new things to pick up. So, in time. I appreciate the support. Thank you.
Thank you, both.
All right.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Take care.
Bye.
864.
Hello?
Hello.
Zach?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, bud?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, I've been following your knowledge, man, for a while, man. And you definitely, man, you keep proving it. But, man, it's not about proving it, man. It's just about putting the knowledge out, man. But I just want to share some interesting stuff, about Jim Harbaugh in Michigan, if I could, real quick.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Here we go. I got the notes right in front of me. All right, let me see. Where do I want to start? Okay. All right. I find this real interesting. May 1st, 2009 is when they released X-Men Origins Wolverine, the Wolverine story. That was from the championship from January 10th, 2022. That is exactly 152 months. Now that's crazy as hell. Michigan equals 152.
And again, it's the 152nd college football season.
Yeah. So that's really weird that the movie. And another thing is that I have, if you look at, let me see, if you look at, so I had a big number here that I wanted to share with you. Okay, the Pope. Jim Harbaugh took the Michigan Wolverines to the Vatican to go see Pope Francis. I believe it was 84 months exactly ago from the championship. Jeju was 84.
Pope Francis is 84 years old right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big number. And then if you do when they started.
Actually, I take it back. Today's Pope Francis's birthday. He turned 85 today. It's Saturnalia, December 17th.
Yeah. No, listen to this. Listen how crazy this is. He turned 85 today. If you go back from October 20th, 1936, when they brought the AP poll in, to January 10th, the 2022, the championship day, is 85 years ago. Or you could break it down to 4,446 weeks. And Wolverines Michigan is 46. Wolverines is 46. That's really weird, man. That's really weird, man. That's definitely weird.
Yeah, that's a great observation, though. On the
another thing is, I got one more thing to say.
Okay.
From the shooting because I'm from Detroit, Michigan. From the shooting and this shit just sounded so bogus on the news, how they ran it. It was just so fucking bogus. But anyway, from the shooting November 30th, 2021 to the championship is 5 weeks and 6 days. 56, coronavirus, Pope, Wolverines, all that is 56. That's crazy.
Yeah, great observations. Interesting.
Yeah. So, and another thing, this is the 88th Orange Bowl in Miami. So it's pretty much looking like I think it's a possibility that Cincinnati could upset. Based on the numbers, Cincinnati possibly could upset Alabama. And it's a movie coming out called American Underdogs. It comes out on Christmas Day, and it's 152, just like Michigan and all that. And that comes out on Christmas Day. But I'll let you go ahead and go. I just want to keep that out there.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right.
All right, see. That's pretty wild about that's how they do it, though. They got the movies all synced up with the sports. Again, 152nd college football season. Michigan 152. We thought they'd have a special year from the beginning of the year. And he's saying from that Wolverine movie to the championship is 152 weeks on the nose. I'm going to have to check that myself, but pretty interesting. 773. They're trying again. Let's see. 773. 773, you're on.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on.
Hey, what's up? I just wanted to, I was pretty excited about all this information because I did some gematria myself. And going off that 152, so Steph Curry, he just broke the record, Ray Allen's record. And he he is on most consecutive games with a 152.
Did you say the number's 152?
Yeah.
152 again, huh?
Yep. So Steph Curry, 152 consecutive games with a 3. And then Steph Curry equals 152. And Patrick Mahomes equals 152 as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then going with the game yesterday, so the Chargers, they improved to 7-7 against the spread in Mahomes' 7th game versus the Chargers, and the Chargers also.
Wait, they didn't improve. The Chargers didn't cover the spread yesterday.
The Chiefs. The Chiefs improved to 7-7.
Yeah.
In Mahomes' 7th game against the Chargers, and then the Chargers also became 7-7 against the spread.
Okay. Are you saying that the Curry streak for 152 was the game where he set the record?
Yeah.
That's crazy because, yeah, there's just so much 152 stuff going on. It is the 152nd college football season, but like the president right now, Joe Biden, his name's 152, and President's Day fell on 15/2. Huh, I got to think more about how this all goes together. Okay.
And then also, I found out that Mahomes, he was entering Week 15 with 141 touchdowns. And Andy Reid entered Week 15 with 141 games coached in Kansas City. And then Herbert entered Week 15 with 14-14 as his record in his career. And then, so it's the 124th game between Kansas City and LA. And December 16th is the 12th day of the 4th month of the Hebrew calendar.
Say that last part again.
So it was the 124th game all time between Kansas City and Los Angeles. And December 16th, which was the date yesterday, was the 12th day of the 4th month of the Hebrew calendar. So there's 124.
Oh, like Kansas City, Missouri, 124. Okay. Got it. By the way, just this article about his 152, they're saying he's getting close to his record, which was 157 games where he made a three-pointer. And I remember when that ended, we covered that then. That was in the Staples Center where it ended. Staples Center 157, and like I was saying back then, that's the building that Kobe Bryant built, and Kobe Bryant's 157. And then remember, Kobe ended up dying on his 157th day of being 41 years old. But, so Curry's 5 games. That's funny that he hit 152, that hot number right now in the record game. It's crazy how they script all this stuff. Okay.
Yeah, and then also with Keenan Allen, I saw Keenan Allen equals 59, and then the SoFi, which is the stadium they played at, equals 59 as well. And
Okay.
then, that 44 is what Andy Reid equals 44. There's another 44 that came up. Can't remember. But, yeah, I don't want to keep it too long.
All right,
I
yeah.
want to express my statement. Thanks for doing what you do.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good observations. All right, take care.
All right, I'm going.
See you. I guess that's the thing too, is like the people who are learning and applying the knowledge, they're staying busy and they're doing their own decodes, and that's why I guess they're not leaving comments. Just only the trolls are leaving comments. But that's why I'm almost as tempted to turn off just comment sections, because it's just like all that they get filled up with is the trolls for the most part, which is just annoying. Just nonstop negative. That's what it is. Just nonstop negativity that's unjustified, just from a pack of worthless fucking pieces of shit who are trying to, dissuade people from the truth. Here, we got 202 calling again. Let's see. Is this the same 202 caller? Well, he hung up. But yeah, anyway, we can leave it there. We covered enough. Yeah, Jeremy, if you're out there, get in contact with me. Should we get some more people on this site? There are some good people who've stepped up in the community. And let me know if I can provide some incentive to get a few more people linked on there. 505?
Hey, Zach.
Hello.
I want to comment. Can you hear me?
Oh, is this Kayla?
This is Kayla.
Kayla, here's one of the best people in the community. How you doing, Kayla?
Pretty well, thanks. I left a comment yesterday on one of your streams about He Got Game, and I just wanted to make sure you knew about it, that Ray Allen, it was on February 10th of 2011, whenever he, set the record for three-pointers. And that happened to be, he shot that over Kobe Bryant whenever he made the record. And what stood out about that to me was that was Kobe Bryant's 172nd day of his age.
Oh, wow.
That was pretty funny.
Okay, wait a minute.
So
Okay.
Just like how it was 172 days after Del Curry's birthday when Curry set the record the other night.
Right, the 172 again, and then Kobe passed Jordan on that day in history, and Jordan's birthday is 17/2. So you were saying when Ray Allen hit the record, he did it over Kobe?
Yeah, that was February 10th of 2011.
So that day can be written 10/2, like 102, 201 reflection. Wow.
Right, or 102, and I think, what was it, Walter Ray Allen Jr. or Walter Allen Jr., one of the two, equals 102, and he was born on a 102 date numerology, so pretty significant for Ray Allen. Yeah, the guy on the 201st day of the year that was born. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know about it was over Kobe.
Yeah.
That shot. So that was all.
Kayla, was it you who initially caught? I saw your post. That's where I first saw it. But did you figure out the Davidson thing too? The Pete Davidson thing?
Yeah, I did. What was I was actually running that evening on the treadmill, and I had a documentary playing about Steph Curry.
Multitasking,
his,
all kinds of ways.
And stuff.
Okay.
And so it was perfect timing, because they mentioned that he went to Davidson College, because I really didn't know that. And then I was like, no way, because that was the same night of that game when Pete Davidson was at the game. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. That makes sense. And then the whole Michael Jackson picture on his shirt, and then that being the day he goes to the NBA, that just puzzled together for me.
Yeah, and again, what Kayla's saying is Pete Davidson, Steph Curry went to Davidson, was wearing a Michael Jackson t-shirt that was hot pink. And again, Curry was drafted June 25th, 2009, the day Michael Jackson died, out of Davidson. He was the 7th pick, one pick before the Knicks, who took Jordan Hill, which is interesting. So
yeah, so it was just a big tribute to him on that, that special night for Curry, just showing where he came from, college to the NBA,
Yeah.
The little ritual in the background. But yeah, I mean, the Davidson thing was just proof that people just can just do their own research. And on people. That's the only reason I realized he went to Davidson College is I was happening to be listening to a documentary on him. So a lot of things stand out in it. But anyways, yeah, I better let you go. I'm at my slave job right now.
Okay, Kayla.
But I'm listening.
Appreciate the work. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Take care. I could have sworn that Zach Randolph was in this draft. Where's he at? I could have sworn. Maybe not. I guess it was a different year. James Harden was in that draft, though. But yeah, the same day Curry got drafted in the league is also his dad's birthday, Del Curry. And then it's the day Michael Jackson died. And you got Pete Davidson there in a Michael Jackson shirt. Again, it just shows you all this stuff's ritual. 202?
Hello, sir. I am calling from Jaipur, India, and I'm calling because I'm seeing your show, and I'm very proud.
It's the same dude. It's the same guy. He just keeps calling and doing different voices. So, anyway. Yeah, we can leave it there. Again, if you pay attention to what the trolls say, you will be misled every time. And just realize the trolls are super active on the page always. They're always lying. They're always spamming. They're always in packs. It's just, it's the downside of the internet. And realize the only reason people are so motivated to harass the community all the time is because this community is devastating to rigged sports, rigged news, rigged everything. Yeah, let's see if we can get one more call before we sign off. That's decent. 412?
Yeah, hello. I was watching one of your videos about Steph Curry this morning, and somebody had made a point about Curry with the Golden Gate Bridge. And in high school, I did a project on the Golden Gate Bridge, like a little documentary, not a documentary, but like a 3-4 page paper or whatnot. And a lot of the steel came from Pittsburgh or around the Pittsburgh area, and that's where I'm from. So I looked at the company where the steel was provided for the Golden Gate Bridge, and it was Bethlehem Steel Corporation. And then their emblem got like the red, black, and white Jesuit colors, I believe that's what it is, or the Illuminati colors, I forget.
Yeah, anyway, the Jesuits like that color scheme.
Bethlehem Steel and reverse full reduction equals 68. That's the company that pretty much made the steel for the Golden Gate Bridge. And Steph equals 68 in English ordinal.
Basketball is 68, mathematics 68, yeah.
Okay, and then the town where Bethlehem Steel is incorporated or whatever is called Bethlehem. It's in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Just Bethlehem, what was it, equals 42, and then Gordell, that's Steph's original, his real name equals 42. Reverse reduction. So I was just, it was just funny to seeing how the company and the town kind of lines up with Steph Curry, and I was just watching a video.
The name of the corporation, Bethlehem Steel Corporation, is 121, just like Warriors. They love that number. Revelation's 121, like Philly named in Revelation, where the Warriors are originally from. So,
yeah, but that was all the information I had. That was just a little.
Bethlehem Steel, they got a lot of things. 58, just like Golden State. 239 is a big number in Philly.
Numbers are lining up, so I don't know everything. You know what I mean? I can't.
I'll look more into this though. That's a great observation. So yeah, I'll look more into this company. Interesting.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right, man.
All right, see you. Remember, there's a big connection between the Bay Area and Philadelphia. Pittsburgh's not Philly, but it's the same state, Pennsylvania. And Pennsylvania is 152 as well. Pennsylvania and Michigan are the 152 states. And let me see something. Yeah, Stephen Curry does have that 152 in his name. Hot number right now. And Patrick Mahomes has the 152 in his name as well. And again, that's a big number in sports right now because it's the 152nd college football season. Notice Patrick Mahomes, Texas Tech Red Raiders were playing the Cowboys the same weekend he was playing the Cowboys. And you know what? Now that I say that out loud, I feel like I got to go back and look. I feel like Texas Tech also has the let me see. Let me see if maybe it's the Red Raiders part. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Red Raiders got the 56 connection. That's what they had. I knew they had something that fit in with this football season. So Red Raiders is 56. And okay. But yeah, again, you guys, it's just like a lot of times just the riddles are super surface level. It's like yesterday we looked at this and we said, on this Super 15 day, yesterday left 15 days left in the year. It was 15 date numerology as well. I mean, it's pretty rare for something like that to line up. And it was the first game of NFL Week 15. You know, Mahomes, the big star, ends up getting the win to start Week 15 with 47 passing attempts, the 15th prime. But the 76ers were favored last night because the Nets were devastated by COVID. And again, just like I told you at the beginning of the week, they keep doing these stories to bait gamblers. You're like, oh, how are they going to win? They don't have any players. They're all out with COVID. And sure enough, 76ers fall to 15-15, just like the Wizards do. And then the Pacers hit that Revelation 13-18 riddle. Hold on. Phoenix.
Hey, Zach, can you hear me all right?
I hear you. What's up?
Hey, so when you get your prime numbers, I'm new to this. When you get your prime numbers, what website did you do that? I see if you have a prime number of like whatever, and it breaks down that equals this. You know what I'm talking about?
Are you trying to say like how to know what prime number is what? Go to numberempire.com and you can just type in a number there and it'll tell you. Like, so, I mean, I know them all off the top of my head from doing it for years, but 47 is the 15th prime. That's why I told people, big number I'm looking for in week 15 is 47. That's why when we saw Keenan Allen could get his 47th touchdown in the regular season last night, we knew that was the one. But numberempire.com, you just type any number, it'll tell you if it's prime. Like it says, is prime? Yes, 15th prime. So...
Excellent. Numberempire.com. All right, Zach, thank you. Appreciate the work that you do. I know it takes a lot of time, and I always look forward to watching your videos, and thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, you're welcome. Take care. And, you know, another place you can go to check prime numbers, like, hold on. All right, after this call, I'm turning off the calls and I'll tell you guys one last thing. 619, you're the last call. What's up?
Yeah, what's up, Zach? I just saw your live stream, and I know you talk about, exposing the cult, exposing the agendas, exposing all the lies and illusions of our culture, and I appreciate that. I just want to thank you. Can you please talk about the Patriots and, them, any hunches that you think they're going to make the Super Bowl? Because I made a pretty large bet, a lot of money on them to win the Super Bowl before the year started, and I just would like to talk.
Well, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say about the Patriots. The Patriots were not a team I was on to be in the Super Bowl before the season began, but what I've told my community in recent weeks is I said, like, if I'm wrong about the AFC team, I mean, the Patriots do have an outside chance because the ultimate mockery that they could do in Super Bowl 56 is have Brady face the Patriots, and I mean, that's a possibility. Yeah. But I've been telling my communities with all the Black Lives Matter 56 stuff, I expect, at least one of the quarterbacks to be black, if not both.
Let me give my explanation, please. And if you resonate with it, wonderful. If not, that's okay. But check this out. So the Super Bowl is in L.A. It's like a Hollywood movie script, right? Bill Belichick made a sacrifice, of course, last year by doing really crappily, while Tom Brady rubbed it in his face and did really well. Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots.
Here, just before you get deeper into this, I'm going to let you go, but just a reminder that, I mean, these teams did face each other this year, and it ended with a 56-yard field goal bouncing off the post. So, I mean, it's a possible narrative. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, so Robert Kraft made a sacrifice 2 years ago with getting exposed, going to that massage parlor. Obviously they wanted him to get caught because there's no way he would go to a freaking massage parlor when he's a billionaire. He would just have an escort come to his house or whatever. So that's one sacrifice. And then, of course, Mac Jones is getting called mac and cheese, soft and gooey. Once again, the cult wants to, Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, they want to, if you're going to, be successful in the future endeavors, you're going to get, you're going to have to make sacrifices, whether it be sacrificing loved ones, making look like a fool, having to probably have sex with, all sorts of messed up people, getting turned out. So anyways, he made his sacrifice. Belichick made his sacrifice. Robert Kraft made his sacrifice. And then, of course, the narrative was he did really bad this year. They were 2-4. No one was thinking they were going to win. Perception of the matter is, hey, they're doing bad, so no one's going to bet on them. Because they don't want to lose a bunch of money. Now they're doing well. And it just seems like, the Super Bowl's in Hollywood, L.A., Tom Brady versus Belichick. What a movie script that would be. Insane ratings. I just think that's going to be the case, and I think the Patriots are going to win.
It's possible. I mean, it's definitely a possible movie script. Tom Brady versus old team. It would be a ratings blockbuster, and people still. I mean, you can already see that people are never going to get it. Tom Brady goes to Tampa, and all three of their major teams go to a championship in a year. A city that's not known for championships. It's just like people are never going to catch on, man. So it's possible. It's a possible Super Bowl narrative.
And also think about this, Zach. People, the Buccaneers did something no one's ever done. They won a Super Bowl in their home stadium during COVID. Come on, I don't believe.
Well, who called that? Who called that before the season began? I mean, it didn't surprise us at all. So.
No, I know, and so anyway, so Tom Brady did something no one's ever done. That's one thing. Now the Patriots this year are going to do something no one's ever done. Anyways, the narrative's about the coach. The narrative's about Bill Belichick this year. And he's going to take a rookie quarterback, which has never been done in the history, just like what Tom Brady did last year. Why is Tom Brady isolating himself from Bill Belichick? They had to, because for Bill Belichick to be the greatest of all time, he has to win without Tom Brady. And for Tom Brady to be the greatest of all time, he has to win without Bill Belichick.
Yeah, it's all possible, so.
It just seems like I've done a lot of research on this, and I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I want to analyze what I did wrong. But a lot of information has led me to this conclusion.
Well, again, the thing is, the games are scripted, so you're trying to figure out the script with the best clues, and they drop clues throughout the season. And, like, for example, in the Kansas college football game, did you see where the score was 57-56, and they ended the longest losing streak since 1956, and it was 56 road losses in the division? Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
So those are the kind of things you got to pay attention to, because college, they're dropping clues in college and pro for both leagues. And, something to watch this weekend is, do the Patriots become 7-0 away in Indianapolis, where the college football championship's going to be, because Alabama Crimson Tide equals 70, and Mac Jones played for Alabama. So do the Patriots get to 7-0 away in Indianapolis in tribute to Mac Jones College? Because, again, Belichick and Saban used to be coaches together as well with the Browns. So there's a big connection between Alabama and the Patriots. But if the Patriots...
No, you're definitely right.
So these are the kind of things you got to pay attention to. You got to...
They're going to lose to the Bills.
But you got to watch that. You got to see if they become 7-0 away, and then see what the score of the game is. I mean, because they drop clues. So, Patriots versus Brady, possible.
I was just saying the clues that I saw. You have a different clues. You speak more on the Gematria, which is 100% fact. That what you're doing, you're making money. You're helping other people make money. So I applaud you for that.
But again, listen. You have to think about what I said. Again, it's Super Bowl 56 this year. And they're doing a lot of stuff with 50, the Cowboys played in that stadium earlier this year and won the game with a 56-yard field goal. The Chiefs are in that stadium, and the score goes to overtime with 56 points. And the first two ever teams to play in that stadium when it was built, the first team for the NFC to play in that stadium as a visitor was the Cowboys. The first team from the AFC to play in that stadium as a visitor was the Chiefs. So, I mean, you got to look at all the clues and decide what's the best. And normally we can do that. I'm torn this year on the NFC, though, with Brady still being there. I think if there's any quarterback who's in the Super Bowl who's not black, it's probably going to be Tom Brady. And, if there was going to be another guy, it might be Mac Jones, because you're right. I mean, it has that narrative is there. It's interesting. It's possible. We'll see. So,
I mean, it's all about money. What would be the best Super Bowl matchup in terms of money? Tampa Bay versus the Patriots because
Well,
the
that
regular season
there's a few that would be good, man. I mean, there's some other I mean, Chiefs have a huge following, Cowboys have a huge following, but any of these types of Super Bowls will be ratings bonanzas, and it's going to be one of them. So, yeah.
But the best one would be Patriots versus the Buccaneers, and that can't be denied. Everyone would agree on that would be the very best one in terms of ratings.
I don't know. It might be. It might.
Oh my God.
It might be. I'm not sure. I'd have to think about it. But it would be one of the best narratives for sure. It might be the best. It would be up at the top. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be crazy, but I'm just going off of the information that I've seen. And, hey, if they do well, then awesome. But if not, then I want to understand what I did wrong. But I really have a good hunch this year.
Okay. All right. Remember, follow the 56s. All right. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Okay, 56s.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zach.
Yeah,
Bye.
see it. By the way, for the guy who asked about the calculator, my website, GematriaEffectNews. If you type in a word, you get the 4 base ciphers, and then if you click on the number, first it'll take you to this breakdown, but then you click on it again, it'll give you this drop down, and right below the number, is it prime? No. Is it a square number? Yes. The square root of 49 is 7. We clicked on 49. Go back. The values of Dallas. Dallas 13. Let's click on it. Is it prime? Yes, it's prime. It's the 6th prime number. Is it a Fibonacci number? It's the 7th. It's not square. It's not triangular. So, my website's got it. Derek's website's got it, gematria.com. But, you can use these websites too. You got the Gematria and then just a few clicks. Hold on. I keep saying I'm not going to take any more calls, but then calls just keep coming in. 865?
Hi, how you doing, Zach?
Yeah, what's up?
I saw an article on Google in week 14. This guy won on all 14 games parlay, put $50 down, won $454,563.
Okay.
That's something.
Yeah, well, he might have been in the community, man. So.
Yeah. Or it's possible he could have discovered something on his own.
We almost did the same thing. If it wasn't for the damn Ravens-Browns game, I mean, we were pretty much perfect this past weekend. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. That's how you do it, though, man. You can really multiply your money with parlays. So, boom. There you go.
Okay.
All right.
So that's something that you know.
Yeah, see you, man. Okay, I'm going to turn off the phone so I don't get any more calls. But, yeah, if you go to my website, so here's the thing, too. If you go to my website, you can even do this if you're a troll. If you go to the calculator tab, again, my website's GematriaEffect.news. If you scroll down below where the calculator is, if you just scroll down a little bit, you can download this calculator for free to, your phone. And then it works offline, too. You don't even need an internet connection. So everything that I'm doing right here, you can do right on your phone. And, you click on this Apple thing. It's right there. So that's what the app looks like. You can download it right to your phone. And, again, I mean, this is a great tool. It was kind of expensive to make. It costed more than I was quoted. The guy, it took him longer to build than he thought. But yeah, I paid for this for the community. And again, it's because there's plenty of people who donate and tip from the winnings. So I put the money back into the community. And if you guys aren't on freetofindtruth.com, there's people on here networking, sharing information, talking about sports and everything else. Here's a website I pay for every month. So just realize all the people trolling and harassing me, these people are goons. I'm putting out free resources and free knowledge for people to benefit from, so people can network and organize and share information. You go on Free to Find Truth. This is better than scrolling through your Facebook or your Twitter wall. Some posters are better than others, but people are sharing information here all day. And, some people are on here about the sports. Some people are on here about other things. But people decoding all day, sharing information. So, anyway. We'll leave it there for now. Again, ignore the trolls. Focus on what I'm saying. Pay attention. It's right in front of your face every week. 34-yard game-winning reception for the 34th points. Mahomes 34. Patrick Mahomes 62 points in the game. All numbers I taught you about with Mahomes many times because they've done these rituals over and over many times. All right, you guys, we'll leave it there for now. And if you don't have the Gematria calculator, you should download it. For the guys trying to figure out prime numbers, just you learn them by just seeing them over and over. You decode a word if you don't know if the number's prime. And again, just like a shortcut to know if a number's prime. If a number is even, you know it's not prime. No even number is prime. If the last digit is 5, it's not prime. No number that ends in 5 is prime. Oh, actually, I take it back. The only number that's prime that ends in 5 is 5 itself. 5 is the third prime number. But any other number that ends in 5 is not prime. So no even numbers are prime. No double digit or triple digit or number that's bigger than the digit that ends in 5 is prime. Only 5 itself is prime. It's the third prime. But, and I imagine if you type out just prime numbers table, I bet that'll bring up something. Here, what else this show? There's got to be a prime numbers. Well, this is just listing the prime. Well, actually, that works. This works. So even Wikipedia has a prime numbers table. So 2 is the first prime number, 3 is the second, 5 is the third, 7 is the fourth, 11 is the fifth. So this would be another way to memorize your prime numbers. Just go over the prime numbers table and remember it. Practice remembering the first prime numbers up through the 10th. 23 and 9, always a monster pairing. Last week we murdered with the 19 and 8. Last NFL week Sunday was the day leaving 19 days left in the year. The 8th prime, all sorts of 8 rituals happened on the day leaving 19 days left in the year. First game of week 15, 47. How many pass attempts does Mahomes have in week 15? He has 47 pass attempts. The number that we said to look out for week 15, before any of the games are played. Why we're all over Keenan Allen for his 47th regular season touchdown. The same stuff goes on week after week, you guys. Same stuff week after week. So, here it is. 15th prime number, 47. Again, in your face. In your face. 410 yards. Think about it. LA, 41. If you guys don't understand how a search engine works, you kind of ask it a question and then search the links it gives you to see if it provided the answer. And if you word your question better, you're more likely to get the right result. Okay. Yeah, and here. I saw Chigozi's comment. I'm going to show you guys something real quick before I get off here. This is the way the mainstream media is. So this is Jeremy's channel, and Jeremy archived this video. This is a great one, too. Matt Ryan, who's Jesuit educated, in his 201st game, it was last year, where he gave up the big lead to the Cowboys. They played this clip right before he gave the lead, how his passing yards along with Brady's and Breeze's is like doing 201 laps around the Cowboys stadium. But, hold on, where's the numerology lesson on 12? I know he's got it up here. They didn't take it down off his channel, did they? Why do I not see it today? The 201 clip's still up here. Why do I not see? It's been up here the whole time. Huh. I wonder if they gave him some kind of copyright and took it down recently. What in the world? Oh, here it is. They're hiding it. It's right here. Here we go. Now, this is a numerology lesson on SNF. SNF equals 12. Remember, Mahomes just won his 12th straight game over the Broncos on SNF. And number 12 just won this weekend on 12-12 on SNF, Aaron Rodgers. But this is back when Rodgers and Brady's... By the way, Rodgers and Brady just both won on 12-12, right? But this is Sunday Night Football a couple seasons back. And, God, I wonder if the game was on November 5th. But watch this. They're going to give you a lesson on numerology, but they're going to lie about 1 being the first prime number. They're going to give you false information in their numerology lesson, which just reminds you of the way the media is. But watch this. See, just as soon as they start to give you the breakdown of what 12 is, the first thing they do is lie. 1 is a prime number? No, it's not. It's not a prime number. Just blatantly false information, but just the fact that they're giving you a numerology lesson on 12 and the Battle of 12s on SNF, where years before they did this, I was telling you about 12 rituals on SNF. I mean, they've been doing it for a long time. And this is how they mock the fans. This is why the trolls are here every day. They don't want people to learn. Again, the most pure cipher, the dark blue one, SNF is 12. And notice, Aaron in that cipher is not 12, but Tom is, and Tom won that game. And, but yeah, they just got to start right away with a false stat. 1 is not the first prime number. The first prime number is 2. So, again, the mainstream media will lie to you all day. The trolls will lie to you all day. We don't lie over here. We don't have any reason to lie. There's nothing to lie about. We're putting out the knowledge and the facts and backing it up every day and patting people's pockets. Trolls are here trying to make you think something else is going on because they're probably paid for by these same leagues that lie to you and mock your ass every day. So just remember that. All right, you guys, we'll leave it there for now. And until next time.